Well, there were some documentaries. You know, we can do. I'll do a follow up with some of this stuff. I have kind of enjoyed diving into this. I haven't dived into this in a while, but to end the night, we'll check in with our boy DBDR, the original, the OG depressed incel around here at Nightcap. Let me see here. Tarami says, wait, why does a man love a woman that way? He's only mentioned sex. Yeah, that's all he thinks it is. That's like from his perspective, the only thing men get from women is sex. They can't also want these things. They don't want these things. That's all a one-sided fantasy that a woman has. And that's why she cares about your money so much. Is that so hopefully you'll be able to provide. You'll be able to provide this life that she wants, not you, just her. You know? Magical stuff. Magical stuff. So here's our boy DBDR. He's been living life. We haven't checked in on him in a couple months. And he's got a lot of stuff, and he's very long-winded. So we got to find one that has like a good title. The Defeated Man, when life gets you down, starting a new job, healthier copes. The new Joker movie looks terrible. Random rambling about 2019. Slipping up bad, poison the well, blocked the number, romance, never stood a chance in this era. Okay, let's do it. I think also he had a friend he was hanging out with, and I think that's over. He's lost his only other male friend. Tarami says, yeah, but he compared a man's love to that of his children or whatever, and he never mentioned any of that. But never mind, I'll go blind looking for insights. Well, yeah, he mentioned that at the end, but it was never a concern before. Like, he never mentioned that or talked about that. He only positioned those things, like having a family and all that stuff. He only positioned it from the woman wanting it and wanting to find a man that has the financial means to make that a reality. All right, let's see what he's up to. Sometimes we have to skip around DBDR because he's not always that engaging.
All right. Grab the popcorn, grab the slop, whatever slop you have on deck. I don't know how long this is going to be. I'm just going to talk. You know, it's not all bad. I do, currently have people coming into my life. Of course, men, by the way, no women, they ain't. It's a done deal. It's I don't think it's ever been this over.
This is also a refrain. It's never been this over. It's over, bro. He's like 22, 23 years old. He's kind of similar to that dude we were watching before, the Darth Nihilus, where they're very young and they're like, it's over, dude. I can't make it work. I've given up.
I'm slipping up, pretty bad. I've been going to the strip club too much. It's become like a habit, with the band kid and some other kids from my high school. That's probably the only good thing, whoever, like...
Trami says he's phrasing it like he has the shotgun in his mouth already. Yes, that's our boy, DBDR.
I mean, I know the past few months and for just years on end, usually, like, I'll spend, periods of just isolation. Not because it's not because it's a choice, but because it's like, what else am I doing? I don't have anyone in my life, but, people are starting to come around, and I don't know, just months of...
Like, he lives his life in such like a moment-to-moment way. Like, when he talks about, like, oh, I've been in isolation and stuff, he's probably referring to, like, a week or a couple days. Oh, people have been coming in and out. It's like, well, he just didn't see some people for, like, a couple weeks. And it seems like he really, like, fixates on those like, events. That aspect of his life. It feels like there's, like, inconsistency in relationships. But he doesn't want to do anything to, like, develop them. He talks himself out of it all the time.
Working on yourself, improving yourself, and just sitting at home, repeating the same day. It'll drive you insane. Whoever tells you, like, oh, bro, find peace and happiness in yourself by being alone. They are the biggest copers in the world. Nothing beats, social interaction. I mean, humans are social creatures. You know, you are coping so hard if you think like, oh, just isolate yourself and improve, bro. It's just, you know, I mean, cool. Like, you know, in my case, you know, for like the past, I mean, like 4 years, man, it's just been rough with just constant weight gain and weight loss. You know, just the absolute slop. And I mean, I did that to myself, you know, so I had to lose it all. And I mean, I'm glad I did. I just hope, you know, because I've been drinking so much, you know, again recently, and not even, you know, anything like low calorie. I've been drinking the absolutely brutally slopped twisted teas and some hard liquor, but that's, you know, I twisted teas, they're okay. I should just buy the light ones.
Trami says, quote unquote, take no initiatives and good things will come to you. Probably embroidered over his bed. Yes. He doesn't put any effort into anything. Even what he's describing here, the idea, the very notion that you would take some time to work on yourself, he's like, no, that's ridiculous. That's cope. Okay, there's nothing you can do.
But either way, I mean, they're still beyond brutally slopped, especially because I don't drink like, you know, 3 or 4 of them. I'll drink the whole 12 pack. So yeah, I hope I don't gain it. If I gain it all back, dude, that's, I mean, come on. So I have to take a break.
He's like, that's just how the cookie crumbles, you know?
You know, from all this. It's just messing with my head. And I've learned a lot. I actually have learned a lot over the past few weeks. And, man, it's just, I don't know, just everything. It's just so brutal. Like even last night, like my brain kind of overloaded of just the sheer brutality of just, the current world, you know, just, it sucks. Everything sucks. I kind of realized this, you know, family is dead, you know? And I know I'm not the only one.
And this is the same kind of thing, like we heard from the first guy we were watching. The same kind of attitude about the world and the state of things and women and relationships, and it's all over and there's nothing good out there anyways. It's over, bro. This has never been so over. Trami says, is it just me, but is it really abnormal to spend this much time thinking about how you feel? I think so, yeah, because it becomes like a neurotic tick. It's clearly unhealthy to be in your head to this degree. Constantly. You know, that's, you know, I think he kind of, in some ways, he understands that. He recognizes that. DBDR, out of all of these people, does have probably the most self-awareness out of most of them. But that's why he kind of, he understands the value of social interactions. Like, he doesn't, like, suggest that, no, you shouldn't be talking to people. You should just kind of revert into yourself. Like, he's like, no, you got to go out and talk to people. You got to have, like, friends, etc. He does at least kind of understand that.
Because, you know, again, I've been hanging out with some kids from high school and, you know, the band kid, and they're all going through the exact same, it's just like identical, you know. All they really want is a nice woman in their life, a family, and we all seem to be fucked in the head, you know, and just miserable. Speaking of that, you know, I mean, yeah, I did go to the strip club last night, which was beyond brutal, by the way. Oh my God. I don't know. I've just been slipping up.
Trembling says, this type of guy in a better time snapped and wiped out a Vietnamese village and was put down by his own squad.
But either way, you know, there's the past, you know, I don't know, let's see. That's the thing, you know, I get so drunk and do the same shit that, like, the days kind of blend together as one, you know. Of course, I don't, you know, forget everything, which is surprising. But, you know, it's just brutal. I'm just thinking about life in general. Like, what I wanted to say was, you know, I'm just getting off track. Like, I don't know, I got too much on my mind. I really do. But the girl, you know, the one that I got her number however the fuck long ago, The one that, my friend Wingman, I don't know, she sent me a picture of her boobs. I still don't know why, but she blocked me. She blocked me randomly. I was originally going to record this video yesterday, but...
Now, I believe, if I am not mistaken on my DBDR lore, it's because he's no longer friends with the Wingman guy. They had a falling out.
Again, like I said, for the billionth time, I ended up going to the strip club again last night. And guess what? She was there. The fanny pack girl, her, the one.
You guys are just picking the cream of the crop. Oh yeah, no, I try to date these hood rat girls, and it never works out. It never works out for me.
One that blocked me, and fuck, it was so cringe. I'm like, and she's like kind of an awkward person to begin with, like she just has like this awkwardness about her. She's this really short white girl with.
So she probably did you a favor, really. Good thinking.
Bangs, and it was just so cringe. And I just said, I was like, you know what, fuck it. So I asked her, I was like, can I ask you a question? She goes, sure, what? I was like, why'd you block me? And she goes, I got a boyfriend. And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, I got a boyfriend, and he made me block you. Which I doubt it. You gotta understand, guys, all these women, are liars there. Like, I can't, and even in general, like, I can't trust a single person. Everything people tell me, I do not believe it. Like, I got this, like, weird, like, thing in the back of my mind.
It's like, like some kind of weird paranoia.
That, like, people are they're just bullshitting me. And they are, these, the dancers, they lie. I mean, I've pretty much caught all of them in lies and shit. I'll get to that in a minute, which is like kind of funny, but
yeah, he caught one of these strippers in a lie. Holy shit.
Yeah, she's like, she made her Chad boyfriend block me, and because I remember telling the band kid about this. I'm like, oh, dude.
Trump says, can't even trust strippers. What the fuck, man?
The girl that sent me the boobs, she fucking blocked me. And I told him after, I'm like, she got a boyfriend, and he said some joke, like, it was like some like red pilled quote, like, oh, she's not yours, just wait your turn, bro. He like said something like that, like, and I was like, dude, that's so brutal, man. Like, it just seems like nowadays, like women, especially like younger women,
when you hang out in a group of like 12 people and there's only 3 girls there, and then they hop and jump to guy to guy to guy, you gotta wait your turn. It's just the way it goes, man. Sounds like you're not hanging out with the best people. I'm just gonna say it. Sounds like you may be hanging out with some dirtbags.
They have like so many boyfriends. Like, they change boyfriends more than I change underwear. Like, I'm telling you, which doesn't really make any sense, because I mean, you look at the data, 63% of men my age are single. It's like, I don't know, that just doesn't make much sense to me. And of course, like, I know it's probably true, because I mean, Jesus Christ, people I've been hanging out with and the guys I know, it's all the same. They've either never had girlfriends, or they got lucky, got one in high school, and then it's been over for the last couple of years. And
it's just been a horrendous dry spell out there.
I don't know, it just sucks. And they're always on their phones too.
They always be shopping. It's fucking ridiculous.
So I don't know, it just seems like I'm just kind of tired of playing games, and it's just like so cringe. Because the thing is, right, I have self-awareness to understand I'm not good looking, right? So I don't even really bother.
Yeah, he represents himself as like a 6 foot tall Shrek. He wears like basketball shorts, apparently a lot.
Bother to like flirt with women, because they're probably just gonna fucking laugh at me, right? It's like the same thing when it comes to texting. It's like I don't even know what to do. I kind of wish I was clueless again, just so I could say like cringy shit. That's why like I get so like mad at myself when I drink, because I end up like making jokes and like flirting with all these women like an idiot. because like I guess the self-awareness just flies out the window and you just
Yeah, your inhibitions are a little lowered. Get a little liquid courage. Trami says, look, man, being sick of it all from time to time is okay. Just don't internalize it. I agree. It's a completely normal thing to go through.
swallow the most fucking massive blue pill in the world. So like, I don't know, I've said some stupid shit, but I don't know, I'm just
You've said some stupid shit? I don't believe it.
tired of getting ghosted. That's because it's like, guys, I'm telling you, they are always on their phones. You know, it's just like they're glued to those fucking things.
And if they're not answering your texts, it's because they don't want to. And it ain't right. It ain't right. These hot mommies, man, they should be approaching me.
And it's like, it's just, I don't know, they'll give you numbers out of pity. I'm not saying like, of course you're probably thinking like, oh, well, obviously, you know, they're strippers and blah, blah, blah. And
Yes.
I'm just talking about my life in general when it comes to like texting women. Like it's
Yeah, no, you're talking about your life in general, and you're adding details which make your life your expectations ridiculous. If you're telling me that, like, yeah, I get strippers' phone numbers and they ghost me and I feel bad about it, buddy, look in the mirror.
just never, it's never worked. I don't know what to do. I have no idea, you know. I don't even, like, you know, like I said, the whole flirting thing is like pretty done because it's like, it's just going to be so cringe. Then they'll probably be like, you know, texting their friend, oh my God, look at this kid flirting with me. He's so ugly. Oh my God. I don't know. It's just, your self-esteem goes in the shitter, you know, when you're not good looking. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired of it, you know. Kind of realized, you know,
with this sparkling personality and this depth of wit, you know, you have other things to offer, DBDR.
Recently too. I mean, I've always kind of, you know, known this, but it's not really even about like, you know, like losing my virginity and shit. Like, I just want like someone to love me and shit. You know what I mean? Like someone who like won't cheat on me, who, I know it sounds like super corny, but yeah, who's like there for me, you know, who loves me and shit. Like, who I can be like intimate with.
You know, it's cool if she's a stripper, but she just can't sell it. You know what I'm saying? She's not allowed to do that anymore.
It just seems like that's dead too. Like romance is dead, like beyond dead.
It's over, bro. Romance.
It's just sad.
Done.
It really does sadden me, you know, knowing that like it's just brutal, and especially, you know, talking to these kids that I went to high school with. Fucking every single one, the ones that did have girlfriends, they all cheated on them. Not the dudes, like the girls cheated on like them, and they lost their fucking minds over it, you know, and it broke them, which kind of made me glad, you know, I've been single, you know, my whole life. But still, I don't know what to do. It's just very sad, you know. But yeah, either way, she blocked me, and oh yeah, my boyfriend made me block you. Okay. I mean, yeah, it was a little awkward, but it is what it is. But yeah, that was that. We did end up going last night to the strip club. And it's funny because like it wasn't even planned. It was like all spontaneous. Like, you know, before I even left, my mom was like, please don't drink. Don't go to the strip club. Please don't do it. Don't. And I'm like, you know, it's just like, it's a Tuesday.
Oh my God, your mom knows that you're a piece of shit too? Jeez, buddy.
Let's just say I'm a special girl.
What are you, retarded?
That's what he's going to find, a special one.
Night, like I'm not, you know, I'm just gonna chill out with him and we're gonna figure it out. And I get in the car and he goes, you know, we're like, what do you want to do? And he was like, strip club? And I was like, all right, fuck it. And we ended up going. And yeah, that's when I saw, you know, the girl and all that. But it was so brutal because yeah, there's like really nobody there. And there are these two Cuban women who, you know, I guess they you know, waited for us to get drunk. They're probably thinking in their heads like, oh, let's wait for these two subhumans to get fucked up so we can, you know, scam their money. But
Joke's on them, okay? I don't have any money.
Nasty bastard, as soon as I pee on him, he comes.
Like, you know, I brought a 12-pack of absolutely brutally slopped twisted teas. And,
God.
you know, beforehand I was drinking a tiny bit. I had like, I don't know.
To add insult to injury, he's drinking fucking 12 packs of twisted tea.
3 shots of Fireball, like 3 little tiny ones.
Good God.
Like the shooters.
You're like a fucking 12-year-old girl? Fuck.
And, you don't want to do that, by the way, you know, because I mean, I've been doing that way too much, drinking like either a half a bottle or a bottle of something and then going somewhere and then drinking more. It doesn't really end well. It really doesn't. I gotta really not do that. But I didn't really, you know, do it that last night. But I did absolutely hog down those twisted teas like they were water. You know, I seriously, guys, like I drank them so quick, and I got like pretty drunk, like pretty quick from them. You know, just like brutally slurping and hogging them down. You know, I had to.
Dude, no wonder why you have no fucking friends. Imagine having to deal with this guy. Imagine going out in public and this is the kind of shit you have to deal with. Fuck.
2 in my mouth at once, just like fucking gargling them like fucking Listerine. And just I don't know. I just got pretty drunk, and that's when you know. So there's only one dancer. There's this one Cuban woman, and there's another one just like on her fucking phone, texting, blah blah blah, waited for my drunk ass to get drunk. Sat next to me, and they both suggested we get a dual lap dance. You know, me and the band kid, and you know, she's like, oh, come, and I'm like, nah, I'm okay, not right now, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm chill. I'm just sitting here slurping on my twisted teas. Thank you very much, madam.
And she's like, come, you know, she's like grabbing my arm, and I was like, fuck it, you know, whatever, dude. Like, I just got pressured into it because, you know, I was drinking, and I was like, fuck it. So the band kid was sitting next to me. It wasn't really like awkward at all. He was like sitting next to me, you know, getting his lap dance from like one of the women. And then it's so brutal. I'm not even gonna. It's, oh my God, it's actually so bad. So like I was saying, you know, I feel.
Trauma says, if he's pretty drunk from a 12-pack, I think he has some fucked up perspective on what being drunk is. I'd be fucking unconscious. Yeah, me too. Well, apparently he drinks a lot. He drinks quite a bit, and he's a big dude. He's like a big guy. So he's just slamming them down like Shrek. Just think of Shrek in the swamp, slamming down twisted teas.
I feel like the people there, like, you can't trust them. They're bullshitting, they're lying to you. And this woman lied about her age. Like, she told me she was 27. It was actually kind of believable, though, which is the weird part. And then finally, you know, after she gives me the lap dance, which, I mean, that shit was brutal in itself because, you know, I had whiskey dick and I couldn't, you know, they couldn't get up all the way. And she grabbed my pants and she...
How embarrassing.
Because, you know, they speak Spanish, they're Cuban, and she, you know, looked at her friend and grabbed it and just started laughing and saying something in Spanish. I don't know what the hell she was saying.
They can't catch a break. He's like, they were calling me gay. That's DBDR, by the way. That's one of his hot tracks, Oblivion. Very appropriate. We're in Oblivion right now.
But, I mean, you know, like, I'm not packing, you know, either way, and it just made it even more brutal, and I'm like, oh, shit. It was just, like, so, I don't know. It was just brutal as fuck. And, you know, afterward...
The girl that sends him booby pictures got a boyfriend and blocked him. He cucks himself with a old lady stripper.
Words, you know, she just sat down next to me. That's when she told me she was 39 years old, and she has a...
Traumi says, hot track indeed. That Eminem guy should be taking notes. Hey, no joke.
And get this shit, she's got a 22-year-old son.
And that 22-year-old son has a way bigger dick than me.
Hang on one sec. Let's give a Lord's Prayer real quick. Hold on for this kid. Dear Saint Hamoudi, please help this kid out and guide his hairline in the right direction so it doesn't fly off of his head from the stress. and hopefully he doesn't get brutally bullied the rest of his life because his mom is a stripper. And may you feed all the starving children.
He's 22, man. I think these prayers are a little after the fact.
Children with the slop.
Travis says that 22-year-old son always gets hard as a rock when she gives him a lap dance. Exactly. Yeah, he's a real man.
Amen. All right. So either way, yeah, a year younger than me, and I was like, Jesus Christ. And I noticed she had a wedding ring, and I pointed to it. I'm like, what's that? You know, like, what the fuck is that? She was like, oh, I'm married. And I was like, what are you doing here? And she goes, oh, I'm faithful. Don't worry. I'm working. And I shit you not, like in the same fucking sentence, like practically, like 5 seconds later, she goes, I want to fuck your friend. And I was like, oh my God, dude, it's over for your husband and your son. Like, that's
and he got stepped over too. She didn't want to fuck him. She says, no, I want to fuck your friend.
just, it was just so, I don't know why it like depressed me so bad. I'm like, this is just like so brutal. And, you know, that was that. We're just chilling there for a while. And that's when, you know, the Dominican stripper, the one that, you know, I talked about, I don't know, a couple of videos ago, which this is where I'm slipping, which I'm.
Travis says the friend looked like he had more money. This is definitely a possibility.
I'm beyond slipping.
He wasn't wearing dirty, stained basketball shorts. You know, he looked like he was, you know, he was out on the town wearing a button-up shirt or something.
Trust me, it gets worse. It does. But yeah, this is where I screwed up pretty bad. She grew on me, of course, you know.
He's like, and then I propositioned her, and she started screaming that she's not a prostitute, and then I got arrested.
I was trying to think too, like, who does she look like? She kind of looks like Cardi B. You know, I was thinking, I'm like, damn, like, what? Who could I like compare her to? She kind of looks like a Cardi B clone. And I wouldn't doubt that she would do exactly what Cardi B did. You know, if you don't know, Cardi B is a rapper, female rapper. She used to be a dancer, and she used to rob men. She seems like the type of person to do that. I couldn't.
But she grew on me. Travis says, so this guy is 40, but doesn't get that working as a stripper is a job? No, he's 23. He's 23.
Like screwed up this bad too. It just, oh my God. I basically can't get a lap dance from any of the other strippers. I poisoned the well horribly. She literally, guys, I guess she like knew. I don't remember how she knew, but she did. And, you know, she pulled me in the back, and she's like, who'd you get a lap dance from? I'm like, nobody. And, you know, she grabbed my meat. She twisted. Guys, I heard it. It hurt so bad. Not hurted. What the fuck? It hurt so bad. Like, she twisted it.
It hurted. He reverts to like a childlike phrasing. She dominated him.
Oh my God, it hurt. And I'm like, nobody. And she's like, if you're lying to me, she was like gonna go and find out and like ask people. She's like, if you're lying to me, I'm gonna come back and rip your fucking head off. And I was like, oh shit. It's just so over it. I screwed up so badly. She's like, I'm gonna rip your fucking head off and cut your dick off with scissors. And I was like, oh shit. And she's like, oh, you're my strip club boyfriend. She kept saying that. I'm like, no, you're not. And then she got all mad. She's like, yes, you are. And I told Wingman this shit, and he's like, dude, like, she's so gross, dude. Like, because he knows, he goes there a lot too. He's not God, like, yeah. You know, in his.
He's scoped out the scene. Don't worry. He's gonna set you straight. He's gonna draw you a map.
In this frat, like, he goes there a lot. And he knows who she is, and he's like, dude, you fucked up terribly. It's over. It's like, it's actually over for you. And it gets worse. It does. Because, you know, Friday was the day.
Man, he can really weave a tale here. He can really tell a story.
That I had my first kiss. Yep. So, basically Friday, right? So I was gonna go to the strip club with the band kid and this other kid from my high school. He's some Russian.
Trami says, this is amazingly unrelatable, but kind of fascinating. Yeah, no, that's why we always go back to him every once in a while. It is. It's kind of like that incel guy. You're like, this is oddly like captivating. It's very like watchable.
Kid, and he wanted to get fucking plastered, like really, really drunk. And I guess I don't know. I kind of forget that people they don't and they can't drink like me. So he ended up just, I don't know what the fuck. He only had like a couple shots and he got like so drunk like so quick because I guess he drank so fast. But I did too. I don't know. And I finished the whole bottle. Guys, we had to stop at 3 liquor stores because I didn't think that, I'd have enough, for myself.
Yeah, because he's a serious drinker. Okay, he's very fucking cool.
And I mean, still I drank it all, so I guess, I don't know.
Can you imagine how impressed whatever girl that he got a smooch from? Imagine how impressed she was at his drinking prowess.
I guess it worked out. Didn't leave anything behind. But, he started throwing up and, like, he got, like, so fucked up. He, like, couldn't even walk. And he's like, yeah, I gotta go home. He didn't even make it there. And the Russian kid, he's never been to a strip club before. And I was like, fuck it, let's go. And, I don't really remember much.
Travis says, I used to think that when I was 15. Yes. This is definitely a little bit of arrested development going on with DBDR, but it's like kind of we were talking about earlier. It's a generational thing. There's an arrested development going on from our generation. Well, maybe it's always been going on slowly over time, just getting more and more immature, taking us longer and longer to grow up.
I was in a complete blackout. Like, I don't think I've ever been this drunk in my fucking life, guys. Like, I really don't. Like, I seriously don't. And the crazy part about it is that, I woke up the next day still drunk. Like, I was still drunk for like pretty much the whole entire day. Like, it just didn't wear off. And I also pissed my bed. I thought that was fucking hilarious, by the way. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that shit was so funny.
Imagine just like a 23-year-old sloppy, messy, unkempt drunk hovering over you. I pissed my bed, dude. Wow. What a friend.
But I don't know. It just didn't wear off for a long time. And
Trami says, no, pissing your bed is fucking embarrassing. It's a wake-up call. Well, yeah, it's a wake-up call. You're all wet.
Either way, I don't really remember much. I remember, the Dominican, the Cardi B clone, the one that's, growing on me or grew on me. She just, sits on my lap the whole fucking night and just talking about God knows what. Cause like I said, I actually don't, that's like the only night I really don't remember, except I remember, she gave me a lap dance and I remember saying, kiss me. And she did. But it was only like I barely fucking remember it. It was like a peck kiss. Like it was just like a quick one. And I remember saying too, I was like, what the fuck was that? And then, like, give me another one. And she did. I don't know. Just like too quick.
So maybe you weren't as drunk as you're letting on here. You seem to have a lot of details here. A lot of memories coming flooding back.
Kisses. And while I was like black, I probably smelled like absolute fucking donkey slug shit, guys. Like,
which is pretty common, so it's probably a safe bet.
I don't know what the fuck, but I do remember too. She always wants me to go to that fucking VIP room for $300, and she always says, "I want to get nasty with you. I want to get nasty with you, Poppy. I want to get nasty."
He's like, I don't have $300. Get the fuck out of here.
And I went to the ATM, because guys, I was so fucking drunk. It sounded like the best idea. Honestly, I'm so basically, yeah, my card declined. Both my cards declined because I'm poor. Thank God. I feel like that's a fucking miracle. I actually think that's a fucking miracle.
He definitely got lucky. Definitely got lucky. Where are his friends? What the fuck is going on? Jesus. The wingman needs to be a wingman.
Because God knows what would have happened. Yeah, my card declined, thank God. And then I remember like at the ATM, like I kept like stumbling and she kept having to, like, like just hold me because I just couldn't stand, and then I think one of the bouncers was like, you're too drunk, you should go. And I was like, okay. And, I remember like stumbling out and they were like, whoa, buddy, whoa, you're good. And they were like,
and then I saw that Puerto Rican chick. Or the Dominican chick. I saw her kissing somebody else. Now my heart is broken. She's hasn't answered my texts.
like so worried about me driving and keep in mind the Russian kid, he only got one lap dance and left. And he was just in the parking lot smoking weed like for maybe like an hour or two, however long I was in there for. And yeah, I just couldn't walk. And I remember one of the bouncers was like, oh, you're not driving. Yeah, I got in his car and, he followed me to the car. And he's like, okay, good. I didn't want him to drive, thank you for, he's really drunk. And then, yeah, came home.
Can you believe these coping losers made sure I got home safely? What the fuck?
God, that's just, I don't know, man. I feel like my card declining was a fucking blessing in disguise. A little bit. Because it's like
I don't know, man. You could have gone all the way, maybe. Maybe she would have put her butthole in your face.
When you get on the level of whatever, I mean, I tried Googling it, like, you type in like the amount of drinks and shit and your body weight to see like what your blood alcohol levels are. It said it was supposed to be like a 0.72, but I call fucking bullshit on that. But I mean, I don't know. I typed it in, it said that
he's like a Frank the Tank type guy. Jeez.
That's what my blood alcohol level should have been. But there's no way. Like, I don't know. I'd probably be dead. I don't know. But when you get on a level that, you're that drunk, you think everything's such a good idea. But yeah, I had my first kiss to a stripper, a Cardi B clone.
It's kind of magical when you really start thinking about it.
The Dominican one.
He's not having to, lower his standards and get with any ugly chicks.
And she kind of underestimates the blackout too. I mean, she doxed her Instagram, like thinking I wouldn't fucking notice it. Like she was trying to like hide her phone, and I was like so drunk. And I think it was that night too. I kept.
So now I have all of her socials, and I will commence stalking her.
Telling myself to not forget the @ and.
Trami says, and no, this is the saddest thing I've heard. Not that other guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just found a bunch of shit like about her, and yeah.
And this is a pretty tame one, honestly. This is a pretty tame one. Trami says, stalking just show you like them. Exactly. I mean, how else are you supposed to reach out?
But the next day, it was so funny because the next day I told her, I'm like, because right after that fucking shit, I went back again right after that. And, of course, I didn't get too drunk because I just couldn't, I was like a tiny bit nauseous. Surprisingly, I don't even know. Like, I don't know. I didn't throw up. I didn't have a headache. I just literally woke up drunk still with a soaked bed. I was like, oh shit, man. And just like went about the day. But yeah, went again.
Just left his piss covered bed. He's like, mom will get it.
And I remember saying, I'm like, do you remember how fucking drunk I was? Oh, and that's another thing. One of the strippers came up to me and she said, like, were you on fentanyl or something last night? And I was like, what? She was like, she said you were lit. That's so cringe, the term lit. She's like, you were lit. You were so lit last night. He's like, what were you on?
Travis says, sure, I guess in a different context, this would just be a drinking story, but you can extrapolate what his life is like. Yeah. And it's much more depressing than this. And it's all the most frustrating thing about DBDR is it's all of his own making. It's all of his own doing. Like he proactively is in some sort of self-destructive mode.
Were you on like fentanyl or something? I'm like, no, I was just drunk.
No, I was just drunk on those twisted teas, girl. No fentanyl here.
Drunk. But the Cardi B clone, the Dominican stripper, was like, I didn't think you were drunk. You were drunk, really? And I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, I don't know, man. That was just weird.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Like, it's not the proudest moment of his life. Well, it's not a big deal. I mean, whatever, She thought, she didn't know I was drunk. She just thought I was cool. So she must have liked me. Travis says, yeah, I've known people kind of like this. Not this bad, but people who are kind of circling the drain by choice. Yeah, so have I.
I don't know. I can't believe, and I barely remember it too, I had my first kiss to a stripper. Hopefully I don't have like herpes or something. Kind of reminds me of that South Park episode where Kenny I might use that as the thumbnail, where he gets herpes and like Cartman tells him he's gonna die from it or something, and then like he ends up dying because like he's like, oh, a girl's mouth is filthy, and then like he dies from it, and that's like supposed to be the whole joke. But
yeah, that classic South Park humor, Kenny dying.
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember the next day, like her friend, which her too, she lied about her name twice. I found her fucking Instagram too. And even yesterday, I remember telling the Dominican stripper, I'm like,
he's like, you can't hide from me. I used to pose as girls and go on Tinder and talk dudes up. No joke. Early DBDR videos are him making burner accounts on Tinder, posing as girls, flirting with guys, to show you how easy it is for girls to get guys. Yeah. Travis says, motherfucking hell, do you know how stripping works? No, he gets too drunk. He doesn't understand. It's just all a blur.
I told her friend's real name, and she's like, how the fuck do you know that? She's like, who told you that? She kind of got like freaked out over it, and I'm like,
yeah, people tend to do that when you invade their privacy.
I just know things. Like I just know things, and I don't know. She finally told me her real name, which, I mean, it was in her Instagram. It just seemed like a fake. She did the same shit. She told me 2 fake names before she told me her real name. I was like, why do you do that? And she's like, there's lots of creepy Indian men here. And I'm not. That's actually what came out of her fucking mouth. And I was like, dude, that's fucking brutal. And she's like, that's why I don't, give out my name. She's like, don't tell anybody. I was like, all right, whatever. Who the fuck am I gonna tell? My right hand?
Am I right? Am I right, fellas?
I don't know. But either way, her friend, she's my age. She's 23. I think she's lying about that too. I mean, I'll find out. Like I can find out anything. I got fucking time on my hands. I can find out how old she really is if I really wanted to. Because I already found out her real name. But
man, somebody should record this for evidence. There might be a case coming up soon.
Yeah, she was there before the Dominican one, and she gave me like a long ass lap dance and all this shit. And she wanted me to buy her fucking chicken fingers, and I'm like, dude, I don't know, it's just like stupid. She's like, can you give me $20 so I can DoorDash chicken fingers here? I'm like, you don't need that fucking slop shit. Then like one of the fanny pack girls came over, and she was like, she's starved.
Yeah, that's his pressing concern. You don't need that slop shit. What are you talking about? Oh, they must love him.
Look how skinny she is. I'm like, no, she's not. I kind of feel bad for saying that, but I just slipped
He had to neg her a little bit. She was getting too familiar
out of my mouth, because she's not, but she's not like obese, you know what I mean? She's just, I don't know. I think she went under the knife because like her ass is so big that like if she sat on my fucking head, it would explode. Like and her lips seem like she has like injections in them. I don't know. She's not bad looking at all. Like I think she's really, really hot. I wish I.
But she's not hot enough to buy chicken tenders for.
Had that one instead, but nah, it is what it is.
You had your chance, pal.
And she's like actually normal to talk to.
Oh,
but yeah, I don't know.
Is she a person? Oh my goodness.
I've been slipping up so bad, just going to strip clubs and shit too much. And I even told the kid yesterday, I'm like, you know, we gotta do something productive, man. Like, we gotta stop going here. And he agreed. He's like, yeah. With that being said, we're probably gonna go Friday and then that's it. But either way,
Gotta have a send off, you know?
oh my god, yeah, I don't know.
Are you the Joker, dude?
Oh, that's another thing tonight. He told me, he's like, he's gonna be with his band. He wants me to show up and play drums, which I absolutely fucking blow cock at drums. So, I mean, I haven't played in years, so hopefully that will turn out okay. I don't know, but I don't know what the fuck. It's like whenever I start drinking, like I say the most like stupid, outrageous shit. Like the peak jester maxing was just, I mean, God, like off the charts.
Did he say jester maxing? Actually, you know, I think that might have come from DBDR or somebody adjacent to him at the very least.
Personality doesn't mean shit, by the way. It really doesn't. Like, being funny, it actually does not matter. The amount of times, I don't know if they're like laughing out of like, because people laugh, like, you gotta understand, like, people laugh for various reasons.
Do they know?
You know, every emotion, like, there could always be like an alternative emotion behind it, if that makes sense. And I'm telling you, like, this fucking girl, man, like, everything I would say, she would just like fucking laugh her ass off. She's like, oh, you're so funny, you're so funny. Yeah.
Oh, I think we're still talking about the stripper. Yeah, dude. It's kind of their thing, their job, to ingratiate themselves to you. Trami says, it's amazing how he seemingly has no concept of cause and effect. Quote unquote, I say strange things when I'm drunk. That's so weird. So weird. I'm so crazy, dude.
Yeah, whatever. I remember she thought the average dick size was 7 inches. I was like, I forgot how we were talking, but she was giving me a lap dance, and that came up, and you know, I told her that, you know,
just casual conversation with my stripper friends.
Yeah, like, what do you think it is? And she goes like, oh, 7 inches. I'm like, yep, I'm fucked. But I don't know. I'm just like talking to her about the most stupid shit. It's brutal.
Yeah, just trying to feel her out a little bit, like things like penis size. Like, what do you find acceptable? Like, what's your lowest? How low will you go?
Well, too, because like they both know I'm a virgin, right? And like, it's, oh my god, I slip, like, I don't know what the fuck. I literally talk.
What did you do? Just like blurt it out one day? Just be like, guys, I'm a virgin.
Exactly how I do in my videos, like, to these women. Like, identical, probably even worse. And it's just, I don't know, it's just peak
Sounds like somebody's looking for attention.
jester maxing. And I even thought about it, you know, like getting really drunk and like taking one of them or both of them and, you know, going to the car and just live streaming it, just fucking jester maxing my ass off. I think that would be absolutely fucking hilarious. That would be the funniest shit in the world to me. You know, and I was thinking about it, like, fuck.
I would love it if he would do that. If he would do a live stream of him jester maxing, boy, that would be an entire episode.
Okay, I really want. I've been thinking about it for the past few weeks, actually. You know, taking one of them and just live streaming it, but I don't know. I'm just fucking sad.
Oh, you don't say.
I mean, I'm glad I get to like play drums. Hopefully, I don't suck too much fucking cock. But yeah, it's just a done deal at this point. Like, I know I'm gonna be single for fucking God knows how long.
Well, if you keep hanging out with strippers, probably. This is probably a good bet. Trami says, I think my head might explode if that happens. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. It would be too much. I'd probably have an anxiety attack thinking about watching it live.
But I really fucked up with that Dominican stripper. Oh, you're my what'd you say? Oh, strip club boyfriend. You're my strip club boyfriend.
What a prestigious honor.
She was gonna give me her number so I could text her when I'm coming there. I'm like, no. I'm not doing that shit again. Also, that fucking solar eclipse was the most soy shit in the world. They overhyped the living fuck out of that.
Just to throw that on there. Just that too. Fuck that too. Fuck the solar eclipse.
So yeah, I'm sure I'm missing a lot. I could talk about a lot of shit. I just gotta like think about it. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it for now. You know, maybe I don't know. I gotta not go again, because then I'm gonna have to, worry about it ripping my fucking head off if I talk to any of the other strippers. That is so cucked. It is so over for me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just dug myself a fucking grave.
Travis says, the sun didn't even give me a stiffy. I mean, what the fuck?
My parents are disappointed.
Oh.
I don't know. My life is over. I never stood a chance anyway. I was shot out the womb, and it was fucking over from the start. I still can't believe I kissed her. Which I don't know. Was that a win? 2 little small kisses, and I don't remember it that well. I mean, fuck. Why couldn't I have at least kissed her friend? 'Cause she was like, I don't know, but her lips were fucking massive. She probably would have like fucking, I don't even know what. I'm surprised she could even talk.
Oh my god.
'Cause they're like 2 fucking big gummy worms like taped together. Like I'm surprised it's like not like just fucking mumbo jumbo like. So.
I hope he tells them about his music career.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for now.
That's it for now. Signing off, he says. Tarami says, the way he says my life is over is like something a character in a Tarantino movie would say after fucking up. Yeah, it's very dramatic. It's very theatrical in a certain way. All right, well, that's going to do it for me tonight. I'm really exhausted, which is good because I'll get to go to sleep. But I'll be back Thursday. We're going to be watching some Neil Breen. We're going to be watching Twisted Pair and Cade. So that should be a good time. Hopefully I see you guys there. But until next time, fellas,